It's a surreal feeling. We did it. We did it! It's a surreal feeling. We did it. We did it!
Let's go. Oh shoot. We did it. We did it. After so long. After two blown fundeds. After 7 months starting the fundeds. We finally passed the eval. I finally did it. I did it. Let's get straight into the video. Not satisfied. What did Kobe say? Job's not finished. But yeah, very proud of myself. Not satisfied at all. But definitely a confidence booster. We're not going to get overconfident. We're just going to look at this and be like, damn, I did it. And be proud, not satisfied, and continually to strive to get better. 1% better every day. So let's get into the trade. Honestly, coming into the day, to be honest, at market open, I did not expect to trade today. Because, how are you really supposed to trade this? We're just severely bullish coming into the whole market open and everything. And so I wanted to be bullish. I wanted to take longs if I was going to take a trade today, but I was like, how am I going to find longs if we're so far from these key levels? And that's what I like to target for a potential reversal. And I don't really trade continuations. If we're already in an uptrend, I don't really. I was thinking about it, but also I was like, I don't know what to do because I've never done it. Am I just gonna wait for a 5-minute gap to get tapped into? So I was just gonna be probably done for the day. First trade in over a week for sure. Didn't trade last week. The only day I could have traded last week, I already said this in the last video, I think, was this Tuesday. Because no news Monday. Wednesday, I'm starting to not trade the first week of the month on Wednesdays if we have ADP non-farm employment change, because I see myself losing a lot on those days on my past data. And then Thursday was essentially NFP Friday, so I wasn't going to trade that. I'm not going to trade on NFP. And then obviously July 4th, so there's that. This week we had Monday, no news Monday. I didn't even wake up because, bro, I had to wake up at 6:30 for market open over here. I'm on vacation. I'm on Pacific Standard Time now, so yeah. I was just I'm on vacation and it's Monday. I'm not. There's no point even waking up. And in the result of that, everyone and also I had that in my mind too. It was Monday. We're coming off a 3-day holiday. I know everybody else is going to be itching the trade. And that's, in general, Mondays and Fridays are when people blow their accounts. And we're coming off a bank holiday. And everyone is itching the trade. I just knew, it wasn't going to be an ideal day. So essentially I had a 4-day weekend. And then yesterday was a opportunity to take a trade. I didn't find anything. Price action was good. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say it wasn't good just because I couldn't find anything. Price action was moving. It wasn't ideal for my strat. And obviously today, Wednesday, I have a rule where I wait for red folder, but this is nothing crazy. I've seen it in the past. It hasn't affected me or it hasn't affected the market. And I've traded on FOMC meeting minutes before. So Thursday is a trading day and Friday is a trading day. I was asked to go watch Superman, the new Superman that's coming out on Thursday night. But since I had to sleep pretty early over here, I don't think that's gonna happen. I still don't know. I don't know. It might be too late. Tickets already might be sold out because it comes out literally this day, but I guess they do the day before. They premiere it the day before, the night before, so. Alright, let's get into trade. Next week. See this? It's a no red folder news day on Friday. But I really don't know why these aren't red folders. Because they're always red folders. 2 of these at 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Eastern. So I think I'm already set to not trade this day. I don't know if I went over this in the last video. It's been a while. Here's the proof. We ended the month in June. Green, most profitable month I've ever had. And this is the first trade of the month on the same eval. So, yep, let's get into the trade. I don't know how long it's been. Probably, 6.5 minutes. Do I look chopped? Alright. So, like I said, I was trying to be bullish. We were severely bullish coming into the market open. We broke 1 hour structure on both indexes. 4 hour was also bullish. Yeah, I mean, we were right here, right? No, we were up here probably ish, and then market open, and then we made this whole move up. Yeah, that candle closes at 10 a.m. Eastern. Trying to get used to the 2 hour difference too between my time or Pacific and then Central and then Eastern, so bear with me. I just marked out all these highs potential for potential reversal entry or potential reversal spots, or even take profits if I took a continuation. And then I marked out these lows just in case, even though I knew they potentially wouldn't get hit. Moving along. Okay, so at this point, I was literally trying to solve a Rubik's Cube because I had the intention of me not trading. I was like, probably not gonna take a trade. I'll probably just let me just solve this Rubik's Cube. So I was kind of distracted, but then I ended up checking the market again. I was realizing we were still consolidating, and we weren't pushing past this, this hourly or high time frame high. And as well on ES, we actually made equal highs with this high. Push past this high. I was like, okay, we have a SMT. I was like, okay, we have a 5-minute SMT. Hold on, let me see if I can take something here. And then, after I saw the 5-minute SMT, I kind of just automatically scaled down, because essentially this is our 5-minute retrace, into equilibrium. I had it marked out, but I deleted it so I can draw it again for the video, and it looks better on the 1 minute. We kind of retrace into equilibrium right here. From these highs to these lows, we come into equilibrium, break structure to the upside. If we have an SMT, I like to take the trade on the leading index. So the leading index in this case would have been ES. But I kind of just like how NQ looked, to be honest. Just honestly, the candles, if I'm being honest with you. ES actually wasn't bad. It just kind of was more choppy, in my opinion. And it just looked cleaner on NQ, so I just took it on NQ. I was just waiting for a strong rejection out of equilibrium and also a break of structure. So we get a strong, clean rejection, and then we didn't get a break of structure yet. So with that, we actually made a low. I was waiting for this low to get broken past. We did, and yeah, entered it with 15 contracts, 15 micros on NQ, and my stop loss, I have put it right here at this high, but I was risking 750 and this was at the $750 mark. My take profit was nowhere specific. Because I needed like $1,440 to pass the account, and that's where this was. Or roughly, this is where it was. And also, us sweeping liquidity, I didn't realize in the moment, but after the fact, I realized this was all-time highs. So we swept all-time highs on NQ, and then we dumped. So I didn't even realize that was all-time highs. But yeah, entered out the breaker structure. Let's put executions on. I'm about to just show NQ for now. And let me explain what's going on here. So, okay, let's just go over the initial entry. So at first, it's covering up, but I think you can see it, 15 right here. 15 contracts after that breaker structure, enter right there. And yeah, this red line, I was gonna move stops at break even if we hit this red line. I did that because this is kind of a risky trade, if you want to say, because we were so severely bullish, and that I was like trying to bank on a reversal to happen. But I mean, it was high probable. It's just like it was high probable, but kind of not, just because we were literally trading against the high time frame trend, but ended up working out. I usually don't like to do that, but I saw a potential good setup and I executed. And yeah, so once we hit this red line, I moved stops at break even. When we made this move down, we failed to hit the break even spot. And if you're wondering, it was just this 50% mark of this fair value gap. So yeah, that was break even for me. Failed to do that, so kind of push up, kind of looks scary after pushing up and almost coming back down or coming back up. And also, I was marking out potential breaker structures because we took out this low on NQ, but we failed to do so on ES. So I was looking for potential. I think it was like right here. Yeah, right here. SMT. So if we broke structure to the upside, I was honestly gonna just exit out the trade because we probably would have made it SMT, and you know, I was willing to just close the trade and mitigating my loss. And yeah, ended up pushing down. Move stops to break even as soon as we hit this red line. Damn, I feel like I'm talking a while. How long is it? 13. All right, that's fine. Move stops to break even, and then we just get this nice little move to our take profit. And bro, okay, so when this wick hit our take profit, literally exactly like bottom wicked it with this candle, my account was at 52,990. I was $10 away from passing it. I was like, bro, okay, we're not doing this. So I was like, all right, let me just enter one micro, and let me just get this quick profit and just be done. And if you know, this is understandable, right? I don't want to consider it like greedy or whatever, because it's not really greedy. I'm just, yeah, $10, bro. Come on. Okay, so entered right after I realized I was $10 short. Entered right here, and then we were like going up a little bit. I was like, all right, bro. And then I closed it for like, I forgot, $20 loss maybe. Yeah, I think it was maybe $10 to $20 loss. So now I'm down $20, which isn't crazy. So I was like, all right, let me enter again. We're still looking bearish. So I entered like, where is it? I don't know. obviously, around here, and then we made this nice candle down, and we passed it. And I just closed the position. I didn't trust the take profit thing anymore, because at this point it was literally take profit. But that's what happens though. They kind of sometimes they feel you, not they not at the exact spot. I mean, I could probably check right here. Okay, so I need 1440-ish to pass the account, but you got to take into account for fees and stuff, which I did, which is confusing. So I think I'm gonna take profit like at 1440 or 1450, but yeah. And then we finally passed the account. Oh yeah, look, you can subtract 37 from this. What is that? Yeah, that's literally $30. So I did lose $20 on that losing trade. So that's why it says like 3 trades right there. But yeah, that's really it. That was the trade for today. For the day. Jesus. I've been kind of dumping and now we're chopping a little bit. And I don't know what my technique is going to be for funded for the XFA. What do people do? Do they risk heavy the first couple trades? I think that's like the more common. They risk like 500-ish or even maybe half the drawdown. No, that would be crazy. They risk 500-ish. I think that's what I might do. Risk like 500 for the first 2 trades, depending on let's say if I lose, worst case scenario, if I lose 2 trades in a row, risking 500, I'll be negative 1,000 down, and then a negative 1,000 left for drawdown. So after that, I would probably risk 250. Because then to blow the account, I would need to lose 4 times in a row, which would be crazy. So in total, that would be losing 6 trades in a row. I mean, I'm not gonna say that's impossible, but it's definitely not ideal, and that's not like, I mean, we're playing the game of probabilities. So, and the win rate, it's increasing. So ideally that shouldn't happen, but you know, anything can happen. Yeah. I've also heard a lot of people build a $4,000 buffer. They build it up for 4K, take out $2,000, so 50% of that, and now they're left with 2,000 drawdown again. So I might watch a couple videos today. Yeah, Heike should have just waited to record this later so I can record the whole process of like the funded and buying the activation or whatever, but I guess it doesn't really matter. But that's really it. How long this video is? 19? Not that bad. Yeah, but very proud of myself. Not satisfied. We gotta move on. And yeah, we finally did it. We did it! But that's really it, I think, right? Yeah, I probably just watch like some videos to see what people do when they get their XFA. So I mean, that's it. I'm out. Less is more. I've been lowering my trade frequency and it's been paying off so far. 1 trade a day, but that does not mean trade every day, take a trade every day. Just because someone says 1 trade a day, that doesn't mean actually take 1 trade a day. If you're going to take a trade, let that trade be the only one you take. it's kind of ironic, but if I got stopped at a break even today, I was honestly thinking about re-entering, but we would never know because we didn't hit break even. So yeah. Anything else I want to say? I love yapping. No, that's it. I mean, I'm getting kind of tired of talking right now, so yeah, that's it. God bless.